Hi, it's Alec from 88 Grains, and today we are going to do something you asked for under our previous video. So today we are going to roast Riverdale Indian coffee for espresso specifically, and then we are going to brew it as an espresso and a milk drink. Let's move on to roasting. And there we go. So we start our roast. As you can see straight away, I've put the previous roast in the background so we can compare two different roasting styles, one for espresso and one for filter. Today we are doing the espresso roast. And straight away, main difference is that we are starting off with the highest possible power settings. The main reason is that for my espresso, I like to go to reach the first crack as soon as possible, and then extend the development phase. So this actually allows me to, I believe, to maintain some acidity in even in a darker roast. Just to remind you, we are dealing here with Riverdale, India. It's SLN 9 washed coffee. Very classy, gentle, super sweet with nuts, caramels. Amazing coffee for daily coffee. And after the minute of the roast, we start to see the difference. So the new curve is turning around much quicker than, or much higher, maybe not quicker, much higher than the filter roast. And our rate of rise is going to be slightly higher as well. The roast is slightly boring at the beginning, but when we almost reach yellow, we'll start to very quickly go down with our power to stop increasing of the temperature. So this will allow us to actually extend the development phase. Some of you may have already seen our new coffee packaging. It's also my first time I see it. I love it, to be honest. I love how the beans are visible. I love that it's all plastic, so it's made of one material, so it's easier to recycle. And very different printings on the bags are just amazing designed. So yeah, you can try it yourself on your next order. Yes, and we are going quite quick on our roast. We're going quite quick on our roast, and yes, we're checking for any signs of defects, obviously, with the dryer. If there is any, make sure you adjust your probably power or fan settings next time. And now we are trying to slow down very fast moving roast. As you could see, the rate of rise almost rose again, and it's trying again. I hope the change will help to maintain the heat. And we hit yellow almost 1.5 minutes earlier. No, maybe 1:10, 1:15. So we are already much quicker than the previous roast. And we are slowing down again. And again. Yes, as I mentioned, the changes here are quite quick. We also don't want to go too low, so we won't stale the roast. But I assume we'll have very close to 0 rate of rise. Especially at the end of the roast. So we are 15 degrees off the first crack. So if my calculations are right, it should happen around 2 minutes from now. Less than 2 minutes from now. And now you can see that we are more or less, I would say, like 10 to 15 degrees higher than the previous roast at the same time point. The MP4 is, as far as I think, it's our last change. So we won't go any lower than that. Now we are trying to hear our first crack, which should happen very, very soon. And from my perspective, it's much easier to hear the first crack on the fast espresso roast because of the higher pressure inside the bean. They crack much louder. Now we are double checking the. I'm just double checking the temperature for the roast. Just to get some insight where to aim for.
because I see that we are already at the end of this previous roast in terms of end temperature. But this time we want to extend the development time as well as slightly higher, not much, but slightly higher end temperature. And the main reason is that we want to achieve certain color of our bean. And I think that P3 was actually kind of a mistake, but we'll see. It's going very, very flat, to be honest. IBTS is even showing the rate of rise below 0, but it doesn't look like it on the graph. Yeah, we are really, really close to baking the coffee. I hope it will rise again soon. Yeah, and here you saw that I had the A to 0 problem, so remember to just press F2 when it happens, so it won't turn off the shut off your powers here. And yeah, that's almost the end. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds, 45 seconds of development time. Slightly higher end temperature, and the color seems slightly darker than the. It's not like super dark because of the low rate of rise, but it should be fine. Let's go into tasting.
Okay, so it's been a couple of days and now we are ready to brew our coffee. Remember, decasting your coffee after roast, especially for espresso, is super important for more complex flavors. Today we are going to use simple recipe of 17 grams in and 45 grams out in a pretty short time, around 20 seconds. And then we will try it with milk as well. So let's get to work. So we have our beverages ready, and now it's time to taste. Shot run pretty quickly. It was like 16 seconds or so. In the aroma, there's tons of nuts or dark chocolate, like almondy, and it's the same in the flavor. It's slightly weak because of the brewing time. You can easily adjust it. And this coffee is very nice, full, and it will be great great coffee to change for your Brazilian coffee, something else, if your customers are bored of Brazilian coffees, because they are kind of boring. And now the milk. Mm. So it's super sweet, creamy. Um, there's still some nuts behind it. There's like milk chocolate and dark chocolate as well. So it's like very full and round, very creamy, as I mentioned. Mostly for milk, but still, it's great coffee. So make sure you grab yours and cheers.